Oh yes, I've hooked it. Time to reel in this week's Driftomaniacs challenge. Keep watching to see what's in store for you. A little bit more skill required than last week. And welcome to this week's challenge, which is aptly named Gone Fishing for a Reason. It will be similar in length to last week's challenge, but more than slightly different, involving 3 tests of skill and your fishing prowess. How do I dream this stuff up? Don't even ask. Anyway, first of all, last week's winner. Okay, well, we'll get straight on to last week's winners. That was week 5. This is week 6 of Richie's challenges. And before I get on to the winner, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that entered last week. We had Jack's RC, Dave's RC Bashing, Born to Ride, NSG Raptor, Clay's RCs, Born to Ride with the second entry, T Commando, Freddy's RC, Hardcore RC, Roadside RC, Jack's RC, Kyle Gravelding, SLD RC, 3x7 Outdoor, Cram Fam, Fog City RC, and Peter Guttridge. And I have to say, they've done it again. It is the awesome Roadside RC with a staggering time of 1.19, because they got around the course in 3.19 seconds and then cracked the egg on their head. If anyone doesn't believe that time, check out the video and everyone else's videos in the description below this video. Well, with the winner announcement out of the way, what's Driftomaniacs got in place for you this week on week 6 of these challenges? And I have 12 of them, and I'm beginning to think I should maybe add a few more. Anyway, many thanks to everybody that entered last week's challenge. Now, all of these challenges, they do take a little bit of work, because I think I've put something that I think might be a good idea, and then I think, well, I better have that in-house, but not everybody's going to have that in-house without having to drive out and buy it from the shops. And obviously, for a lot of people, that ain't happening at the minute. So I'm trying to use stuff that we have practically got around the house. Now, you guys and girls have practically got around your house as well. Well, this week's challenge is aptly named Go Fishing. So what are you going to need for that? Well, you are going to need a tape measure and some way of measuring out 15 feet. But everybody seems to have been able to squeeze in the 15 foot. So that's why I've gone with that length again this week. It is going to be against the clock. You are going to have to go fishing 3 times. Now, everybody has played as a kid or even as an adult that little game at the fun fair where you have like a little plastic fishing rod with a magnet on the end, and you flick it in and you try and hook the rubber duck and win your fish prize that way. Now, do you think about that? But not everyone is going to have magnets in their house. Not everyone is going to have fishing line in the house. What else are you going to need? You are going to need something to mark a line on the floor. You're also going to need 1 marker to go around again. Again, I picked a piece of tape out because that's the thing I'm going to use for taping the fishing rod to the car. So it makes sense to use that as my marker for the 15-foot distance on there. Our fishing rod is going to be the spoon. Now, I chose a wooden spoon, assuming most people would have one of those at home. If not, if you've got anything that is a rod but no more than 12 inches long, free to mount it on whatever RC car you want. So you can use anything in this challenge, big, small, fast or slow. And you're also free to mount it however you want, whether you want it up in the air like that, pointing down like that, tied on the side of the car, etc. The choice is up to you entirely on that. Just 1 car for this challenge. You are going to have to go and pick up the fish using the fishing rod. Now, this is a soda can with a ziplock tie very carefully put through the ring on the top of it. Now, the diameter I've got on there, approximately 2 inches. I'd like to see people roughly stay to that. I don't want... Whoa, Richie, whoa, moment. When I said 2 inches on diameter, approximately on there for the loop, you can choose whatever size loop you want. The reason for that became apparent in testing. If the front bumper hits it, and this is too far, and your loop is too far forwards, the can simply falls over and over the end, and you're not able to hook your fish. So a little bit of thought in there like that, you see, and now we can hook the fish, because the element of skill is this. You will be driving out along that 15-foot course, as I will show you in just a second, outside, and you will be coming along with your fishing rod, and you will hook the fish, and you will drive that back to the finishing line. But this week, you're going to be doing not that once, not twice, but 3 times. So a little bit more element of skill in it this week. Just remember guys, if you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe. So the rules for this week's contest, you can have a definite start line. Want to see that drawn across in chalk, ideally, or on the concrete on there. 15 foot to the marker that you're going to race around. Okay, when it comes to putting your 3 fish in the ocean, I want to see them approximately 18 inches apart from each other. I'm leaving you a little bit of flexibility in there because, as I said, you can do this with any RC car, so an X-Max is going to require considerably more room, for example, than a little crawler will do. Anyway, that is the course. That's your marker, 15 foot. Okay, so hopefully everybody gets the idea of go fishing now. I want to see you start the timer. When you leave the line here, you're going to come along with your RC fishing pole, hook one of these cans up. You're going to come round the 15-foot marker here and back. As you come over the line, I want you to take that can off. You can do it, a friend can do it. Okay, then you're going back out. Pick the other 2 up. It is the total time for the distance on there. If you drop a can, you have to stop the car. You can put it back on. The only thing being, the driver has to put it back on. This will enable this challenge to be a little bit fairer on the people living on their own. Because if the driver has to pick it up, doesn't matter how many people you have got helping you with the challenge. I hope that makes sense. It's just in the interest of fairness, keeping things on a level playing field. And I will show the choice of car is up to you, but it's going to be fairly essential. You're going to need to walk with the car so that you can go and hook your fish on there. And then you're not going to need to do as Richie has done and pick the crawler again with the largest turning circle in the world. Because if you have to stop to reverse, the fish will fall off the car. Now we've got it running straight, we can go in there nice and quick. Okay, take that one off the cart there, Richie. Now turn around. Don't necessarily have to go over the same start line again, but we're gonna have the same problem. Now you can go for the fish in any order because you don't know which one's gonna bite first. Oh, anyone like that, you can go and pick it up, but you've got to be the driver that picks it up. Okay, so now we're gonna go and edge forwards. Are we gonna get that hooked, Richie? Ah. Oh. Yeah, now we're gonna, same problem. Got to go in a huge turning radius because the radius of the crawl here, so people are gonna easily beat this time. And definitely if I have to reverse. Oh, and I think the can might be coming open. Oh, my can of coke's coming open. Okay, same again. Okay, gonna keep going on that. I'm gonna put that one down there because that's going everywhere over the drive. I'd not anticipated that, but just shows. Okay, 3rd can on here. Come on, Richie boy. Come on, hook the fish, hook the fish, hook the fish, hook the duck, hook the duck. There we go. Okay, and again, round on here. Oh. Come on, full throttle, Richie boy. Come on. Turning circle rather of a, oh, over the bit. Oh, just, oh, you have to be kidding me. Come on, Rich, make the line, make the line, make the line, make the line. Oh, now if I reverse, oh, the hook falls off at the last minute there. Fish falls off at the last minute there. Anyway, people, you get the idea. 3 cans of soda as your fish. Any kind of form of wooden spoon or anything on the front there as your hook. Let's go fishing. Fastest time of the week wins. But there are going to be 2 prizes, but let me get back inside and talk you through that in a second. Well, moving on to the prizes and the competition rules. As I said, this week there will be 2 prizes. We're going to do one, which is the fastest time for someone with a crawler doing the Go Fishing Challenge, and one for the use of any other RC car that's not classed as a crawler. And in the interest of keeping it fair, while you can enter both of the challenges, you can only win 1 prize. That just helps spread the love out there a little bit and gives more people a chance at winning something. So, the prizes, as ever, the winners will have a choice of a 2S LiPo or a servo sent free to them wherever they are in the world. To get the legal stuff out of the way, and then on to the competition rules. First of all, this is solely a Driftomaniacs competition and nothing to do with YouTube or any of its affiliates whatsoever. How do you enter? Well, when you've recorded your video, make sure that I can very clearly see what time you have got and state that in the video. post a link to your video in the comment section below this video. It goes into my spam box. I then pull it out of my YouTube spam box and then share it with all my subscribers. So it is in your interest to get entering this week's. Now, as part of your entry, there's a little bit of text that I require you to put in your title of your video, and there's a little bit of text that I require you to put in the first 3 lines of your video description, and there is a link to all that text down in the description below this video. And the cutoff time for this week's challenge is midnight on Sunday, May the 10th, Pacific Standard Time. Now, this competition is open to any RC car and anybody of any age out there. In fact, the more the merrier with this week's Go Fishing Challenge. So, get out there and go fishing and stay safe. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.